We wanted to find a lawyer who was a very effective lawyer, and we wanted to find a lawyer who cared about justice, who cared about the children and the families.
These are serious problems, and they have to be dealt with. And when you're in that kind of situation, you need somebody who's experienced, who's tough, who's gonna do the right thing, and who's gonna stand by you. And that's what Chris is like.
There's nothing comforting about a courtroom or a lawsuit. I mean, there are no children who play or laugh in a courtroom. There are no flowers that grow in a courtroom. It's a cold place. And so for these families who've already come from a bad spot, the only way I can make that experience okay for them is to put my heart and soul into it so that I can frame the experience in a way that I know they'll come out of it feeling like they've been better off.
He said, I can help you, and I'm gonna help your baby. And what happened to her was wrong, and we're gonna get through this.
He felt my pain, he felt my heartache, my anger, my frustration, and most of all, he wanted the same thing that I did.
Once we hired Chris, and we knew that we had somebody that was actually going to fight for Braden, it kind of lifted a piece of the weight off of you, because now I can just deal with Braden and make sure he's getting better.
We had a lot of questions, as we were working to find out exactly what happened to our son and what we could do to fight for justice, what we could do to help our son, what we could do to try to prevent this from happening to other children in the future.
Chris really took his time to listen. He took his time to understand. He didn't make any promises, but he did promise to try and help us.
He understood that I was obviously a very upset, anxious parent, but he accommodated that, and he took a lot of his own extra time to make it possible for me to understand the process and even participate in it, I think, in a helpful way.
I had shopped my client's case around in the city with some of the most well-known, lawyers in the area of personal injury, and did not even get a look. And Chris not only took the case, but he got such a positive outcome that basically my client, who was an infant at the time, is pretty much set for life.
He fought very hard for my daughter.
I knew it wasn't just a lawyer kind of, okay, yeah, this is just another case. He was into the case. It was his, I guess you would say it was his heart was there.
Whenever we had a question, whenever we had a need, whenever we didn't know what to do next, whether it was related to the trial or how to take care of our son, or even how to process the feelings that we were experiencing, he was always there for us.
He knew that you were going through something rough, and he was willing to help you to try to maybe not fix it, but help with getting you to where you wanted to be.
He's the kind of person that I think of as sort of a foul weather friend. Some people are, fair weather friends are not there for you when things are tough. Some people, I think, rise to the occasion when the chips are down, and I think Chris is one of those people.
He started off as just as our attorney, somebody that was trying to help us with Adam's case, trying to get justice for Adam. And now we consider him a very close friend.
He's a wonderful man. I can't say that enough. He's a part of my family. I love him.
This is my life's work, and it has to matter, so that when I look back on these cases, when I see some of these children when they're 16, 17, 18 years of age, I want to be able to look them in the eye and say that, you mattered to me. You mattered. Your case mattered. And it may not have mattered to other people, but it mattered to me, and you matter to me. So that's why I do them.